Yo, all right. So today is February 24th, 2025. Today we don't have any major news. We have the two-year note at 1 p.m. We don't have anything really that should slow us down as far as news-wise. So we're probably gonna be focusing more on structure of the market, just looking for very key levels. I didn't see any anticipating earnings reports coming out. That's very like big. There's nothing there that I can see. Everything else is very like, just the regular things. So nothing that I know of that I can check for. So we're gonna get into the charts. I did do my setups last week on last night. I was looking at my trades from last week. Um, let's go to the trading calendar. This is my P&L calendar. So last week I started off back to trading. I started off a little bit bad. I am trading ES contracts, so not micros, but just the regular minis. So this would have been, I guess, $40. But when I talking about that, we're back at the actual levels. I know I kind of went up to it, but I was trading the minis here on a practice account, and well, I was doing pretty good. And well, from this day here to here, made about close to $5,000. I said, well, if I can do that on my practice account, why am I not doing it on my combine, right? If I can do these 2 weeks, well, so I decided to say, okay, let's do it on our combine and go from there. Um, so I started off a little rough here, and then here I started off a little rough here, and I noticed that I was going all over the place a little bit. But then I realized that on my last two trades, I had an error. It cost me $50 on my first two trades. And then on my last trade, I took it on my practice account, and that one went over 1,000 plus. So I would have netted $600 for the day, which that kind of put me in a sorrow mood all the way into the weekend. That man, that one little trade would have made up that entire loss for that day. But I just had two trades. I was already down. I already made a mistake, and my nerves felt wrecked. And then I slowed down and said, "Let me try the practice account." And I found the perfect setup. It went in my direction. I added to it, and then it went some more. I wish I did take screenshots of it. Let me pull it up. I did take screenshots. So this was the 19th, right? So let's go into this folder. 19th, right here, right? I think it was that last one right here. So there goes the entry. We have a nice absorption because I was trying to go long, I believe. Um, like I said, let me go short, but I was trying to go long for the most part, and then price really just started moving in my direction. I think it went a little higher, and so that was basically the trade. As you can see, price had over about 18 points, I think 16, 18 points on those two trades. It moved up. I added right here. It moved a little bit, and that was my full exit. I was trying to go a little higher. Eventually, price dropped down, I think, to here, and then pushed even higher from there um, to my desired level. So, first entry, pull back. Second entry. My goal was to get up here, but price did come back down to this level here, and then moved up. So that was that last trade. Everything looked good. Um, Strong buying. Let's look at here. We had buying, nodes, buying. So when price came back down, it came right back down and got bought up. Let's look at the higher time frame. We can see that we had a strong buying candle, came back down. Strong buying on the 15 minute, came back down, retested, and then we just kept going. So I was on the side of buying, so I am gonna have to appreciate the fact that when we are entering that we're on these buying nodes, and I can't ignore that. We did have absorption, so here's the problem here with these absorptions that I'm noticing was that when I was trying to go long, long, those absorptions were selling. They weren't buying absorptions. So I did try to go long here, and the selling absorption I don't know about this one, but I think I was trying to go here on the selling absorptions, and I just needed to wait. As you can see, and we're still selling here, right? And then over here, still selling absorption until we had a buying absorption right here, and then we were ready to go, right? So if I'm gonna sell, like this one here, if I'm gonna sell, I need something to help cover that up so I can see it exactly. Okay, if I'm trying to sell, right, an absorption, I want to sell on a selling absorption. If I want to buy, I want to buy on a buying absorption, right? Like here, it's a selling absorption. No, not yet. Okay, we have buying absorption. All right, we're probably good to go. And that's when price went. Over here, we had a bit of a buying absorption. I'm not sure if this is at the market open. This probably is. Then price died out. Then we had selling absorption. This is me probably forcing it. And then we had a reversal up. And then price moved up very nicely. Came back, retested, and then we went, right? So I probably could have entered on this one here. I would have suffered this move up and then back down. And then price went. But this setup was already set up for here. Stop loss would have been very, actually still steep, same way. So it's just that I got through this wick and then price went. So that's the only thing. So if anything, I had to wait the whole 30 minutes and then an hour and then some, right? So maybe I could have entered twice, right? Because that was this one. So maybe I could have entered this one here. Price pushed up, came back down. All right, this one, I probably would have been done right here. Boom, came back down, entered again here, and then pushed up very nicely. You know, so that's that. So okay, so we're 6 minutes in. Let's get to our levels. I think I'm basically done with my levels. These here, I did realize that these trades here, I think these two worked out on the 20th. I closed it out. I think on the 20th, these trades worked out, but I was suffocating the trades. I didn't give them time to move, right? So the 20th, here goes the trade. I entered here to go long. I moved my stop loss immediately. Price, I believe, did eventually go in my direction. Yeah, this one here, right? Boom, I suffocated this trade. We had the two buying down here. If I could find a 5 minute, right? We're holding that level. Volume came in. The goal, I believe, was for, I think it was way beyond this one here. But we did need to clear this. I think I was aiming for this 6137 level. Price did eventually move in my direction. I don't have it marked, but price moved in my direction. What day was that? The 20th here, right? So around here, and I was trying to aim to this level here, and then we eventually got there, right? I believe my entry was somewhere around here. Six one, boom, 1 2, boom, that. Okay, we had the doji, boom boom boom. Yeah, it was around here. So it was looking something like this, but I suffocated the trade. 6114 and 610. 610. Alright, 6114. Something like that. Alright, so something like this, right? So I suffocated the trade. I didn't give the trade time to breathe. So it pushed up, came back down, knocked me out, and then it went, came down, went, came down. So opportunity to enter here. Probably enter here, and then boom, right at the end of the day. So that was that trade, and then I did the same thing on this one here. That first trade was the only trade. The first trade was the only trade I needed, but I suffocated it. This was continuation at 1013. Situation at 1013, so right around here, right? I wanted to go short, but the minute that it went, I suffocated it. Price stopped me out, and then we dropped 20 points. then I did try two longs around here that I got stopped out, but I suffocated those as well. So I said, well, if I'm going to be suffocating them all the time, so I might as well just continue doing that and not change too much because, well, I've been doing it the whole time. No need to change things yet until, you know, things are flowing a lot better. So that's pretty much it. So as far as today, right, what we're working with, I already did my setups. I got my highs and my lows from the previous days. I got everything else. Only thing I didn't add were my initial balances. So I'm gonna add the initial, not my initial balance, my settlement prices. I'm gonna add my settlement prices, and then I'm gonna call it here for the most part. I also did do VIX. So let's hit a settlement price. Boom, the settlement price, that one. So it looks like we are kind of like hanging out at them or above it, I would say. Settlement price down here. So this would be a nice area for price to bounce off of. We can clear some of all of this selling. Price will come down here and create a nice top movement going up. So let's go through all of the things. So this is a daily strong selling candle. Hasn't overpowered this buying candle, so buying might still be in play. You can see there's a lot of buying right here. And ES did go a lot lower than NQ compared to this candle here, right? ES really ate all of that. All right, NQ kind of held. So NQ is a little stronger than ES. That's my take on it. Is that the daily 4 hour? We got strong selling, as you can see. Boom, boom. We zoom out. We're in a strong buying area where buyers stepped in and really pushed price down. But this is a lot of selling. But this candle's volume is a lot stronger on ES. On NQ, it looks a little weaker. This strong candle looks very strong. All right. So we'll see how price plays out. Looking for shorts up here. Looking for longs down here. Let's go to the 1 hour. All right, I already played out all of these here. I've been looking for stuff in there. I found the best area within the 30 minute. So we have the nice absorption down here on AES. Nothing really on NQ. All right, so we're just waiting to see if we can get some nice confluence. It's nice selling here. To the 30 minute. All right, let's go to the 1 hour real quickly. I want to look at this candle and if we have any failed or refusal to sell. And that, let's go to the 30 minute. We do have a refusal, but I don't see any buying. I see the wick, but I don't see any buying there. All right, let's see this here. That's a 30-minute wick, and then we got this one here. All right, where buyers tried to stop price. They really tried but couldn't. The buying really is here, as you can see. Price came down. We had that buying right there on that 30-minute, that failed buy absorption. So I'm gonna keep that one for the most part. Let's go to the 15-minute. All right, that wick is still there. Wick is still there. So we'll see what NQ does around this area right here. But that block there is where buyers were like, yo, let's try to move this thing up. And then sellers said, nope, push it down. So buyers said, okay, let's close this out because this ain't working out. Buyers close it out right there. That's my speculation. Let's go to the 5-minute. All right, got a little absorption right there. Oh, look at that. We do have absorption at that same spot. So this is an absorption candle. So probably was buyers closing out. Look at that. 5-minute apps right here. So let's respect that. 5-minute abs. Do that there. Keep that like that. We're gonna be keeping an eye on this. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's zoom out. Go over. All right, selling. So we don't have anything on that. We don't need to add anything. We got the selling up here. Right, so this is the 1 minute sell. This is an area of interest. Let's go back to the 5 minute. Now let's go back to the 30 minute. Alright, so there's nothing here. Let's go back to the 1 hour real quickly. Alright, 4 hours. Looking for anything that just changed. 30 minute. Okay, we have an absorption right here. I don't see nothing on there, so we're gonna ignore that. Let's go to the 15 minute. We have this little absorption here, but price is not really respecting. All right, and then go to the 5 minute, zoom out. All right, so now got absorption right here. Price is above, price is below. Nothing there. We got strong selling here. We got a failed sell. So I'll mark this one. 5 minute failed sell. Because we are above it. I'm gonna make it like this. And then this one here. 5 minute failed sell. Alright, we have some buying here. Boom. Couldn't really help. Boom. And then sellers, for some reason, buyers just decided to step in right here. So it was just interesting. Okay. So market opens up in about 20 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at this area here. If price can hold, I'll look to ride price up. But we still got a few minutes here, so